In this video, we will take a look at how to use your Leo website for this course, Statistics 200. It's absolutely imperative that you're able to use your Leo website to navigate through it and to know how to reply to certain threads, because that's the way that you're going to do all of the learning in this course. And to remind you one more time, you're going to have to actually start doing that on Monday, the 19th of January. If you already know how to access your Leo website and you're quite comfortable with the way that you're doing it, then you just continue to do it that way. However, the fastest way to get into your website is in the URL of your web browser to type in this address, which is learn.umUC.edu, learn.umUC.edu. And please note very carefully that it does not have a www in front of it. That's because this is not a web location. So what I'm now going to do is to do just that. I'm going to type in that URL, learn.umUC.edu, and go out to Leo. Notice that what comes up is an asking for your username and password. Now, these come to you as a member of the University of Maryland, and you should have one. If you don't have one, you immediately have to go down to your UMUC field office and acquire one. You absolutely need one to use Leo. Sometimes you have one, but your password has expired, in which case all you have to do is give yourself a new password. So I will sign on now. And up comes the first page of Leo. And on the upper left, we see a select a course. And if you click on this arrow, then you will see the possible courses that you have Leo websites for. Internet Explorer has stopped working. Okay. Let's see if we can recover easily. Okay, we're back. Now, the very first entry here is Statistics 200 A341, Introduction to Statistics. That's the one that we will use for this course. Both Iwakuni and Masawa will use this. Now, if you're at Iwakuni, you will also find an entry called S341. You will not use this. You will only use the A course. So it's the one you go to every time. And in fact, you can click on this icon right here, and what it will do is pin it to the start position, which means that it will be at the top of your list, and it might even mean that it will open automatically. So now we're at the home page for this website, Stat 200 A341, and the first thing that I want to be very clear that you know about is that this is the news section where announcements from myself are posted, and you are required to come to this news section every day in this course and to read what has been posted there. I'll repeat that one more time. You are required to read this news every day in this course. I know that you're busy and sometimes it's not so easy. That is the stated requirement. What we're going to do today is devote ourselves to the content section, which is the content of the course. So if we click on content, then we get a list of the content in the course. Now, you've been instructed to start here. You can play around with that if you want, but it doesn't contain anything absolutely pertinent. The thing that I want to first illustrate is that the syllabus is here in the course, and if you click on syllabus, and if you click again on syllabus, then the syllabus will come up and you have a chance to carefully read through the syllabus. The other thing to point out is that I have to switch to user view because we're seeing the stuff that's here for me. So I'm going to go to course home and come down to my chosen role, and I'm going to switch to a learner so that we have now showing on my screen exactly only the things that you get to see as well. So now when I click on content, what you will see near the bottom are two entries called week 0 and week 1. The one just above that is introductions, questions, and comments. Now if you click on that and you scroll up to find what is there, then this is what is known as a link. And if you click on this link, then it is a place that you can go to, and it says, please introduce yourself, please ask any questions you want, and please make any comments that you want. So we can go back to here, back to the table of contents again. And now if we go to week 0, which is now an assignment that I want you to do. I want you to complete week 0 before the course starts. That is, before Monday the 19th. So at the top of week 0, you see it says do these before the start of the course. Read the syllabus. Introduce yourself as per the introductions, questions, and comments that we just looked at. Locate and review your textbooks. In a moment, I'll show you how to locate them. Learn to navigate through your Leo website. You can use the start here to help you do that and play around and practice. And now there it is, instructor welcome video for myself, and it's linked to in news, but it's not actually linked to in news yet because I've sent it to you by personal email. Shortly, perhaps we'll put it also in news. Now the next thing I want you to do is to read the following. I understand that this course begins on Monday, 19 January, and not on Thursday, 22 January, which is the day of our first class meeting. I understand that between these two dates, I will do the task listed in the week's 1 module and prepare for the first test, which will be at the first class meeting. The test problems will be selected from the homework problems. I must only use standard calculators, not phone or tablet calculators, and will bring a standard calculator to the first class to use on the test. Also that you've read the syllabus. So when you've done this, I want to know that you've done it, so I ask you to indicate so by starting a thread. You go to the Start a Thread page by clicking on Read and Ready. When you are down here for Start a Thread, then you now click on Start a Thread. And in the thread, you have said right that I have understood this. I have read and understood this. Okay? Now this appears to be the title of it, so I think the body of it is going to be just a repeat of that. And now all I have to do is to post this. So we post this thread, and I will see it, and I will know that you have done that. Now let's go back to week 0. And that's basically all we're going to do in week 0 right now. So when you finish those tasks, then you have done the primary things that I want you to do so far. So now I'll show you some things that you actually do need to know. First, every week there will be a module out that is called week 1, week 2, week 3, etc. Now if you click on it, you will see that it has 2 sections. It has a Leo participation section and a week 1 homework section. So this week 1 Leo participation will have 3 items on it. The first item is that you have to view this week's required videos. These are videos that I've either taped myself or that I have selected that other instructors have taped them, and they're out there on YouTube, and I select them for you to look at. This list is not yet complete. It won't be complete until Monday, at which time I will actually post week 1. It's not out there yet. Then the second thing that you have to do is select your own YouTube videos. Let's go back to the first one for a moment. After you finish viewing the required YouTube videos, I want you to come to this page and to post a thread that says that you have finished them. And as you see, we have one student who has already finished them and watched all of the videos. So if we go back to week 1 Leo participation, the second thing that you have to do every week is to select your own YouTube video. Post a description of your selection. So here you will post a description and a link. You will put in a brief description of your selected videos so that other students will know if it's interesting for them to watch it or if they want to critique it. And above all, you have to put in a link to it so that the other students can find it. And as already, Kayla has already put one out there, and as you see, she has formed a link, and it's called a basic statistics length, an index exploration of the frequency distribution table and how to use it. So you will also make such selections and put them out here. And then the last thing that you have to do is to critique a classmate's video. So you select one of the posted videos from a classmate and you write a critique on it. And you give as much detail in the critique as you can. So you do not critique a video by just doing a reply to the video under select. You come here to this section and you include the name of your selected classmates in the thread. So let's clarify that one more time. The place that you make your critique is in this location. You click on this and you start a new thread. And in the thread, you include the name of your classmate that you're critiquing. So the place that you do not critique a classmate is in select your own YouTube video. This is not going to be found by us and you won't necessarily get credit for it. In other words, you do not simply post a reply to this. What you can do is go out to Kayla's right here and you have the opportunity to reply to the thread. So it's tempting here to put your critique in this location. It's the wrong place to put it. So the other aspect of week one is called week one homework. Every week we'll have a week homework to it, and in this I will list the readings that you have to do, and I will list the problems that I've selected for you to do, from which the quiz problems will be selected. I haven't yet selected any problems, so this area is blank, but you can already get a head start if you want. Your reading assignment is to read chapter 1 in both texts. So now let's go as to how you can find your books. Your books are free. They come embedded in Leo. Click on Course Resources. And up at the top, you have two links. Introduction to Statistics, that's one of our texts. The other is called Introductory Statistics. If you click on this link, then you will be directed to a web page. And here you click on this link, then the entire book will come up as a PDF file. So let's go back. And if you click on the other link, then the entire other book will come up as a PDF file. I've not really researched whether you have the liberty to print out these books or not. My recollection is that you may print them one time, but I really have to check that for legality. So the only other thing to let you know about before we close out this is back on the course home, you will see all of the news. And now, as time goes by, this page will not contain any except the few most recent news items. So if you want to see the news items that were posted before that, you have to click on this link down here, which will show all the news items from day one of the course. So that concludes the things that I would like you to do as soon as you view this video.